Chapter 6.
No.
No?
Chapter 13.
Chapter 13, Episode 6. The police didn't have much to go on. They had a few photos of Sally when she was still Andrea. The most recent photo of Andrea was 3 years old. They had a photo from the wall of a model agency in Caracas. There she was hidden under a great deal of makeup. Caprice's photo was more recent, but also under much makeup. There was no real evidence, just circumstantial, something a couple of homicide detectives had pieced together. The FBI might want to know who the two women were and why would they likely want to question them. The only thing they had, however, were photos of models. No one anticipated that they were already out of the country. There was no evidence that Caprice was in the United States, ever. They could watch airports and train stations and bus stations. Wherever they were, cameras. Wherever they were, cameras. That kind of thing was easy and fast. Roadblocks for road checks were a logistics problem. There were too many roads. If they had a vehicle description, they would have that pretty fast. Another option was the news. But once that started, there would be news of the news twisting the stories to make it a sensation. It already was a sensation. A few very important people had been assassinated. There was talk of terrorism. There was talk of Islam. There was much speculation all the way to the end users of the internet who all had access to platforms where new conspiracies about the end of the world or beginning of a world government totalitarian dictatorship with chips in your head. And if they asked the citizens to call if they had seen two models, there would be too many calls. Reports from every city in the States claiming to have seen two models. Some would report two men who were very good looking but looked suspicious outside a donut shop with no donuts. Some would be two red-haired punks seen in a sex shop. They were so pretty, I thought it had to be them. There had been much speculation on the drone attack. Does the right to bear arms include drones? Not officially. The concept of drones didn't exist. The question for many people was who was doing it and why. There were countless proposals from all around the world on how to catch the assassins or terrorists, or foreign governments that hate American freedom. Any country that had been blanket bombed and plundered were suspects. What do you think? Blusher. Jenkins, I don't know. That Franco is no pushover. He was pretty excited when we speculated it could be a pretty woman. She knew where to look. Now he has two suspects. By looking you can't say. A woman can be as good an assassin as a man. I am assured. But I'll bet you a bottle of scotch she is already gone. Where? Why? Canada or Mexico? Cuba. And because she does not want to be caught, and do you know what else? What, blusher? Unless she or they are caught in the act, a second-rate lawyer could get her or them off. There is no evidence. There is a ceramic knife in Miami. We don't know if it was her. The only prints were from the dead guy. Blusher stared at the photo of the blonde girl. Someone was working on making a more accurate photo. With less makeup, it didn't help machines, but it might help humans. Blusher, what's wrong? What do you mean? Oh, other than you haven't cursed or thrown any tantrums since you've been back. Oh, fuck off and let's go. We have a job to do. I said, bro.